Gaga is the kid.
Rise and grind, rise and grind. With Made 912 is TV in the area. The fuck y'all doing up this early or this late? Man, I realized something. I was reading over some YouTube guidelines, and I ain't supposed to be cussing in the first 2 minutes. But I actually sit right here and let the music play for about all that time, so I'm good to cuss and all that when I come home. Bam, bam. What I'm doing though, I'm getting out of this house, y'all. I was trying to upload. What I was trying to do is I was trying to upload something that I wanted to kind of expound on, but I guess I ain't gonna go too deep into it. I'll just do the update on this. Let me turn it. I'm gonna just do the update on this trial. Just deliberation and little new stuff, but not too much. I definitely just wanted to touch down early in the morning, talk to my people, let y'all know what I've been hearing, keeping my ears to the streets. You know what I mean? This is my platform, so I'm gonna talk about what I hear. If y'all like it, hit the like button. Don't be shy if you want to hit the cash app. I ain't gonna be mad at you. Got a couple of things I'm gonna discuss on my way to this job site. I got about an hour of travel. Got about an hour and some change of content. So y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. All I'm doing is transferring everything to the car, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this first half of this story. The first thing I'll do though is I'll go ahead and start playing it. Of course, we got my live programs, and she's gonna give the update. She did 2 updates. One of them was she did 2 updates, and we definitely got lawyers for workers. And this thing is getting wrapped up, y'all. This thing is getting wrapped up as far as the Tory Lanez trial. Another thing I was going to discuss is I know y'all see it in the title. Gucci Mane artist, I ain't gonna say Gucci Mane, 1017. Well, you might as well say Gucci Mane because he's the founder of 1017. His artist was pronounced dead last night. And for once, it wasn't for gunshots and all that shit like that. And that's probably what everybody was expecting when it came to this guy. His name was Big Scar. I have heard of Big Scar before. He's apparently Pooh Shicey's cousin. But Gucci Mane signed him, and I think who that has signed Pooh Shicey? Kind of got signed around the same time, I believe, but he's Pooh Shicey's cousin, man. And the video I was trying to upload, man, this video's around on YouTube, of his last live. But if you just look at this guy's live, man, he had passed away from allegedly an overdose. But when you see his live, man, it's kind of disturbing, if you ask me. Because the young man was only 22 years old. And I mean, I guess it don't matter how you die. If you're going to die from goddamn getting shot up in the streets by some motherfucking bullets as long as your fingers. Or if you're going to goddamn catch cancer and die at 38. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're going to go over to overseas and, fight a war, you're going to die. I mean, that's one thing that's guaranteed in life. But just to see all the life that this man just had to miss out on, because you really just did what a lot of people dream of. You signed a major deal. I don't know how, as far as the way, I'm pretty sure he was living the life he wanted to live. I mean, whether that was one of those gangster lives or not, but shit. you was living your life in something like Percocet. These young guys out here popping these motherfucking Percocet and letting it take their life. And seeing now we about to get all this pandering up to this shit. You know what I'm saying? But this should be a very teachable moment. We done seen rappers like Pimp C, Juice WRLD die from overdose of lean. See, artists used to die like once every 10 years or something like that. You know, like when Jimi Hendrix died or whatever. Or Elvis or something like that. But now it's like 10, 15 a year. Getting killed in some odd ass circumstance. That's the weird part. If you just died of natural cause, you know, I can see a car accident. And not just trying to put no deaths on nobody. Don't take it like that. But you don't hear just people, you know what I'm saying, dying of some kind of, well, yeah, we did. Shut it low did die in the car accident. But it just like, it's like a lot of these cats, they putting themselves in position to be killed, and they living and they got a position that most people just wish they had the opportunity for. And these motherfuckers damn near crash out. Hold on, y'all. I'm bringing myself in on my phone. Yeah, it definitely was a laced up pill. No doubt it was a laced up pill. Hold on, y'all. I pull myself up. I'm glad you said that, Telegram. I was just about to get to that point. But it's the fact that you're looking for the pills from the beginning. Turn my music down. Let me know y'all can hear me. I want to make sure y'all can hear me well before I make this transition. Okay. Salute Amelia Dixon, Knowledge Power Teddy Graham, Chocolate Candy Lady, Carl Belton, Crystal Williams. Salute to all y'all, and to all the moms that's probably not in here yet, and all the people that's gonna watch it a little later. Let me take this band off. So what we're getting into is, before we get into the whole trial shit, this man, you know, Kodak Black made a famous line. Well, it's famous to these little niggas that's on Percocets and shit. But in his song Gremlin, he was saying, I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it because I'm a gremlin. And if you don't know, a lot of times when these niggas' favorite rappers say something, these niggas take that shit to heart. So they don't give a fuck that niggas out here selling fake Percocets and all this shit. These niggas just want to just be known as a gremlin. Just like when Gucci, I'm gonna give y'all an example now, because I kind of understand where it comes from. Like when we used to when them X pills were hitting hard, boy. I'm talking about when them X pills first started dropping around like that, like 2001, 2002, and them bitches was good and going, and I was fully in the street shit. I used to be popped out and shit like that. So everybody that had their time where they done probably abused drugs. So I mean, I kind of feel bad about like, damn, the young nigga stupid or something like that, because everybody done had the time where they might have abused drugs. This man 22 years old. He's 22 years old, so he probably in that part of his time of his life that he did that. But I'm hoping that other people look at this situation. I mean, other young people, because it's a lot of these young guys that are popping Percocet in the rap game right now, and that's just a fact. That's just a big fact. Bottom line. It's a lot of them still fucking with this lean shit. Big fact.
and they know that shit'll kill you. Especially mixing that shit with alcohol. And that's what's gonna probably become the biggest topic right now. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Drugs. Well, I say for 3 weeks, all the 3 weeks, niggas gonna talk about their drug awareness shit and try to act like, but man, these niggas don't listen, man. Niggas don't fucking listen. And most of the influence is from your favorite rappers. Percocet, Molly Percocet, chase a chick, gotta chase a chick. Percocet, Molly Percocet. And guess what you doing in the club every fucking night, on the block, all goddamn night? Percocet, Molly Percocet. You know what I mean? I've been there. Yeah, I know how it was when I was goddamn Gucci was out there with all them pill popping songs and shit, and when we was geeked up, shit, they ain't do nothing but encourage you to do more. That's how I know how rap music influence you. Now I'm not saying, oh, stop all the rapping and all that. I ain't saying all that. I'm just pointing it out. I love some goddamn, you know what I'm saying, trap music, kill 'em up, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, you know what I'm saying, hip-hop music. I ain't gonna cap. I just know the difference of what to do and what not to, you know what I'm saying, let music have me do. But that came from over time of growing as a man. You know, younger dudes, they're more influenced by that shit. Because I've been there. I've been that young dude that was influenced. I ain't had no parents. I ain't had no big homies. When these niggas out here, you know, just living their life, that's kind of who teaches them the music. Hip hop. 2001 when the X came out. X had been out since like the 60s. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The X had been out since the 67. You're right. I'm gonna agree with you there. But I'm saying when there was like, it seemed like there was some kind of push, like that shit, like how the Percocets and all that shit out like that now, and like how crack got pushed out there in the streets like that. That's what I mean. Like it got pushed real hard in the streets. Like the average person couldn't afford X, you know what I'm saying, in the 60s and 70s. Because even when it started kind of popping back in the early 2000s and shit, them bitches were like $50 a pill, $60 a pill. Now them bitches down to $1 a pill. Don't ask me how I know. I still keep my ears to the street. So it's like it'll start out at one point. It'll get pushed all through, you know what I'm saying, pushed all through our community and everything. And then goddamn, all of a sudden, it'll get real watered down where a lot of people start dying from them because they start getting cut with all this other shit. Shit, I can even admit to myself, like, I ain't stop fucking with them X pills and shit like that until like 2000 and shit, maybe 15, 16. But you know what forced me to stop fucking with them? Them shits was all the fucking mixture of, they was changed, the whole shit was changed up. It was all changing up shit. I done came to one of those nights when I was looking there like, boy, God, if you get me through this one last night, I promise you I would never fuck with this shit ever again in my life. Hey, I'm talking about, you ever had one of those nights, boy, that usually change your life. But some niggas will keep going. I had one of them nights. I guess I had got a bad pill or some bad Molly or some shit. I was like, Lord, boy, if you get me through this night, or these couple of days, cause that shit was starting to get, you know, pop a little Molly, man, shit. You up for 3 days, well, you up for 2-3 days and you ain't ate shit. You just, you know what I'm saying, you geeked out your mind and all that. Yeah. It done went from a party to a goddamn just a. It done went from a party to you a whole geek monster out here now. And see, these rappers, they'll know you out here geeking like that, and they'll still be boosting your head up. You know what I mean? They don't be geek like that. So I don't judge a nigga for, you know what I'm saying, what they do. But, god damn. God damn. What's worse? What's worse though, man? Get shot up just trying to goddamn go get some, you know what I'm saying, cookies or something. Getting shot while just, you know, minding your business off to the side, rolling the blunt, and another nigga get into an argument about a dice game or basketball or some dumb shit and you get killed. You buying some jewelry and a motherfucker just rob you and shit because they seen you looking at a motorcycle. I mean, not buying jewelry. You looking at a motorcycle and the motherfucker just run up on you and rob you for $50,000 and kill you. You die of an overdose because you pop a whole bunch of pills because you're trying not to go through the security, and now your heart busts and now you die. I'm speaking of the way rappers have been dying. I just spoke of Testosterone or whatever the guy's name is. He's a young, talented dude. These guys are getting money, living their life. Young 20-year-old, young dudes, man. This shit is crazy. It ain't just start there, but shit, it's become such a trend that the shit almost getting normalized. You be like, okay, who the next rapper gonna die? I just did a video on other day with about what's his name, Snooty Wild. You know what I mean? When it come to these Memphis rappers, boy, that shit, I think people done became numb to the Memphis rappers. Motherfucker just roll up on him. He helping somebody just, you know, get out of a ditch, apparently. Boom. Nipsey Hussle. Helping the community. Boom. God damn. So what's the difference in the way you die, I guess, in hip hop? I guess as long as you die in the stereotype that they trying to put out. That's all that matters. Somebody got to do it by drugs. Somebody got to do it by just getting shot up. Well, a lot of niggas got to get shot up. Some niggas got to catch the RICO cases and shit, get taken off the street like that. Everybody got to go out. It seems like in the fashion that is designed for the for what our culture is. And it's sad at this point. It's fucking sad at this point. But I just wanted to speak on that a little bit, man. Somebody get that. I can get it out of this. Block your motherfucking ass. God damn, man. There's 26 people in here. How all of a sudden I get spam? Can somebody block that spam from me? That phone shit. They just won't let me just have a little nice little live and just chill. Who be putting these folks on me like that, man? Jeez, weird. But yeah, R.I.P. to the young man though. Yeah, his lifestyle and his surroundings. I definitely agree, bro. I definitely agree. Cause you get so numb to if you really from the hood, bro, if you really done been out there in them trenches and you done really been poor, if you done really been a kid homeless. And I think that's where a lot of people get it mixed up, because a lot of people be always thinking, where they parents at? Where they parents at? Don't you know the streets is full of kids that don't have parents? Some of them do. Some of them do. But 90% of the motherfuckers out there tearing up the street, shooting up shit, and acting the fool, it's the kids without parents. Your parents can't goddamn, so you can't. And it's kids that's getting out from doing juvenile bids over and over and over and over and over again. They be just getting out for the first time when they turn 18. Be a nigga that been back and forth out of the damn system since he was 12. Running the gang full of kids that scared to death of them. Grand Rising, J. Lee. Hope your morning is beautiful as mine is, or everybody's is. But yeah, the hood is mostly full of kids that don't have parents, though. I mean, the motherfuckers that are causing the problems a lot of times anyway. Or it'd be kids that have probably, single parent household. But, their parent probably goddamn young as they is. Motherfuckers be 15, their mama be 32. Still ain't kind of grown up yet. Or been raised by grandparents that just can't relate. They don't know what the fuck going on. I'm just speaking on this fan. And these are the kind of things where when you living in these environments, people feel like they're numbing themselves with certain type of drugs and stuff. And that's kind of, and I'm giving that perspective of even when I was a teenager and how I got into those kind of, recreational drugs. See, the Molly and the X, that was the new crack. The Percocets, that's the new crack. That's what we was familiar with. First, there was the heroin. Then you had the cocaine. Then you had the crack. Then you move on to X pills, and now you got the opioid. And we know where all this shit come from. We know where it all come from. But not to get too far off topic, because you know that's a rabbit hole that we can go down when it comes to the whole opioid pandemic. But it seems like it's definitely being promoted more. It's starting to get promoted on our side because it's a problem on any side of the race. That they're still just addicted to the opioids. I don't know if they have as much as any help that these cats can be getting or whatever out here. But I think the best help is you got to help your fucking self. I ain't about to sit here and try to talk a nigga down about getting off of some dope. Because I know the only thing gonna get you off of that dope is to have one of those life-bearing experiences like I had. When you sitting there and you just praying to God, like, man, if you bring me down this time, I promise I won't eat this shit no more. I promise I won't pop this shit no more. That's the only time you gonna stop fucking around. But for some motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, it end up too late. Yeah, end up too late. But like I said, RIP to that young man. I hope that's a valuable lesson to a lot other young men, because it's nothing. I know most people are like, well, we don't even know who this rapper is, and y'all already know what they're gonna start saying. He's the greatest one out or whatever, but I think the man was really talented. I listen to this shit. I've heard songs with him on it. But I'm looking at them videos with him on it, and boy, you can see this young dude was out of it. I was looking at the Instagram video, y'all. I ain't telling no lie. This young nigga fell asleep, standing up, and mid goddamn puffing on the blunt. That nigga had the blood in his mouth, puffing it, and dozed off in the middle of puffing it. But I could tell by the background, it's early in the morning. I remember them, but you a signed artist. You ain't even supposed to be in the streets like this, like that. No, you know what I'm saying? This man in the streets with 4, 5, 10, 1090 chains on, like 56. How much that jewelry costs, but I know it's enough for somebody to want to do something to you. And he just up and out all night long. I done been there, but I wasn't no fucking rapper. Shit. I ain't just have an opportunity in front to change my whole life. Shit. I was on that block because I need to make some money. And yeah, that was numbing the shit out of, what I was doing. But it don't make no sense when you actually got a fucking opportunity now. That's where you lose me at. Nigga, you got an opportunity, nigga. Take your ass home and go get some sleep. Shit. Go take your ass, them Xanax, all that fake ass dope. Nigga, go take your dope at home, my nigga. Shit. You got to check, my nigga. Go right some rhyme. I'm talking about this. If he wasn't about to die, though, and I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. If that man wasn't about to die, that man was about to go to jail. He was about to go to jail. This nigga was on Instagram, passing off guns to his homeboys and all that shit like that. These niggas ain't even learned from the Rico shit. So you know niggas ain't gonna learn from goddamn a nigga overdosing. Cause these niggas see all these niggas on the Rico Act. And I'm talking about, this is a recent video. I just looked at the video this morning. They see all these niggas in court for Rico Act. These niggas still on Instagram, passing around guns, smoking weed, and goddamn, you know what I'm saying, just doing reckless shit. Geeked up. And willing to bury some shit. Y'all know some shit can pop off in a minute. So if some shit pop off, all this shit before going back to see what it is you was doing the day before, all this shit like that. See if you ever had any guns, see if you ever been in possession. I know your record ain't clean. I know this for a fact. If you go check that nigga record, it ain't clean. So he was already playing with fire. And I'm not trying to diss Buddy or nothing like that. I'm just saying how reckless motherfuckers already be. So what, when you live your life like that, what do you expect? Because I know when I was living my life like that, I wasn't expecting to live too long. Unfortunately, I had another plan for me. Here I am, still here. But I just hope these young dudes, man, start being able to take these opportunities and make the best out of them. That's kind of my point, man. You know. But I do, and I'm saying that I do understand drug addiction also. So it's not like I'm speaking like, you know what I'm saying, like a square, like, I ain't never did nothing, but I think everybody that do something, you know, something wrong with them. Nah, I'm just saying a lot of shit that influenced me to do that came from hip hop. I love the bullshit hip hop. But if you don't have any influence in your life, like real life influence, you ain't got no real life role models or nothing like that. These niggas would be the niggas that's raising your kids, pretty much. So when you wonder why they out here strung out like that and all that, it's because, man, they done hypnotized motherfuckers with this shit.
All right, let's get to this. Let's get to this trial, y'all. We made me some coffee and everything. I'm trying to get out this house. I'm supposed to be out of here. Look at it standing. 6:30. I'm bullshit. I'm supposed to be already at the shop right now. And picking up this other house. You know, I ain't gonna be able to get my fucking van in there because everybody gonna be piled up in the shop. It's still dark outside though, ain't it damn way. Yeah, damn. Oh yeah, social media the new dope too, shit. Attention. Attention the kind of dope that you, man. I'm trying to get an early start on my day today, y'all. I got a house to finish and I got a house to start. I got help though right now, so I still got to train him a little bit though on certain stuff. But he got a little experience, so a little is better than none. But yeah, let's get to the Tory Lanez trial. The Tory Lanez trial. So what done been happening, man? So you know those folks got they in deliberation now. And deliberation now. If you don't know what deliberation means, that means that that's when the jury start going to talk about if they want to find you guilty or not. They got to pick a four-person. The four-person pretty much kind of takes everybody's vote or whatever. But as soon as they started deliberating, right, not even 30 minutes until they went in there, it's supposed to be their lunch break. Follow me. Supposed to be their lunch break. Some goofy ass motherfucker goes to social media, like you said, social media is a drug, and puts out a fake report. Tory Lanez been found guilty of, they said he was innocent of all the other charges, but he found guilty on the last charge. So somebody had already kind of tried to go out there and stir up some shit. You know, they can't help their fucking self. So yeah, somebody had tried to leak some fake paperwork and everything, and I mean the paperwork looked real too, but in reality, everybody, the people that was there, in reality, most people knew that. Hold on, motherfucker, y'all just went in there. Ain't nobody about to go in there, and they can't fucking come to that conclusion at lunchtime. That was the telltale sign. So, you know, some, and I think they was trying to set folks up, seeing who was gonna run out there and report that shit without doing a full investigation, seeing who wasn't gonna, you know what I'm saying, do their homework and shit. And there's a couple of wabbits that jumped out the window. Yeah, there's a couple of wabbits jumped out the window on that ASAP. And was ready to say Torey was guilty of just the gun charge. They found, I think they were saying he was guilty of the gun charge, but innocent on all the other three. But a lot of people cleared that up real quick. The heat outside, shit, I'm in Florida. It feel good out here. I'm in shorts and a shirt. I don't know what's wrong with y'all city. I need to talk to y'all, local weatherman. Weather guy. We good down here. Maybe you should get to Florida. Oh shit, Sexy Trapper TV. I almost goddamn blocked your ass. I thought you was one of those scammers. I mean, one of those sex spam shits at first. Salute to you though. Yeah, we getting a little drizzle, but shit, I'm out here in shorts and damn t-shirt. Sorry for you. Sorry for y'all cold ass folks. Move to Florida. Yeah, I know, but like when I looked at it, you know the scam shit have all the capital letters and shit, and I seen sexy, so I ain't even look at the rest of it at first. I was like, oh shit, they got another one of them, one of those sex shits.
But I read it all. Good thing I was in detail. I just wasn't driving, because if I was driving, I would have looked down real quick like, yeah, they got nothing. Oh man. Yeah, man. With weather like this though, you gotta be happy when you're in Florida, shit. Yeah, man. They steady got old boy too fucked up, man. Old thugger boy, thugger and some shit. But in my honest opinion though, y'all gonna think I'm crazy for this, and I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all quote me for this. So when it happens, I can say I was right. I think Thug gonna beat most of the major charges. Yeah, Thug ain't gonna do nothing about 5 years. He fucking with the state. Now, if the feds come and fuck with him after that, that might be different. But man, Thug about to wag a lot of this shit. All them niggas that they gave pleas to, all them niggas convicted criminals. Them niggas that wanted to get out of jail. Thug gonna beat that shit. I can tell already about how his lawyer just, he just knocking one charge down at a time. He been chopping at that tree ever since he got them folks to admit that they had got a false warrant for the Hertz rental car place. That nigga been getting shit thrown out. But salute to Sexy Trapper TV. Man, that rap industry, so probably I don't know what the fuck going on no more. I'm just pushing, watching like what the fuck, man. Right. I used to be one of those people that just sit in the bushes and I'd be looking at all this information and checking it out and all that. Because a lot of times I just watch it while I be at work. I listen to that shit while I be at work. It's entertaining. I listen to my conscious shit sometimes, but every now and then I just try to keep my ears to the streets so I can not be out of touch when I see shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be. I'm hitting away from shit while you go back to the hood. You're like, damn, what the fuck really going on? So you kind of gotta stay, man. Just because I like being me. I like keeping my, essence of me. Realize what the fuck going on out here. I guess that comes with growth. But anyway, man, let me get y'all to this damn what's that? Y'all know I'll go to rambling on and shit. All right, Malago Grams, what she got? Let me make sure. But yeah, they tried to throw false ass shit out there, man, out the gate. They trying to muddy the water so bad on this trial.
Y'all said my shit fucked up.
Damn, I should have put this on my other phone.
And my shirt.
Hold on, y'all. I'm about to switch phones. That's why I kind of like this. Well, not kinda. I really like this. The phone app of this damn StreamYard, because I can switch phones at any time, and I can get on, or I can get on my laptop, and I can get in the same live. Well, I thought I could. Let me do it. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I can get on the same live. Let me switch up because I want to hook my other phone up while I'm playing it through my radio. That way y'all can hear it nice and good. But salute Big Rig, Juke Martin. Salute my brother. Salute Iceberg Thoughts. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all subscribe up. Iceberg Thoughts. Oh damn, I gotta let myself go. All right, it's cool. It's cool. We'll make it work like this. I think y'all should be good. Here we go, y'all.
Let's see. You here? Hey, you. You know who you are. 3 Wise. Hey. I'm Frank. Okay, y'all here? So first of all, Weave Slayer did my hair. That's number 1. Can y'all put at Weave Slayer? Can y'all do that for me? So I can pin it. Type up at Weave Slayer did my hair. I can be all the way covered up and still get a little sexy. Let's see. Can you type that up for me?
All right, y'all.
Be
Fair
serious.
use.
Oh, they still bussing. You need some content. You're so captivated. Babe, I've been doing this for a long time. I have my own show. So I do.
Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody. We're listening to the audio yesterday of what was going on. We're listening to the audio what was going on in the trial yesterday with Tory Lanez, and y'all know we've been keeping up with day-to-day action and everything. This one here is not that long, so I'm just for the people who coming in. Let me take down this damn banner. For the people who just came in and everything, so y'all know what's going on. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. And there we go.
So I can pin it. Like, can you do that for me? Because y'all keep asking me, so. No. Well, bitch, I already said it. So, y'all asses is not following directions. When y'all do, I'll pin it. But, it was. Okay, past that. Because I wouldn't have made it through this week without his loving hands. I want to give a shout out to my hairstylist because, bitch, that we had to go home and get that together. Okay? So, shout out to him because he did a good job. That's number 1. Okay? And he the bestest. Let me take that. Okay? Now that's that. Okay, let's go over a few things. Number 1, this idea that a verdict had came through. Okay? I gotta sneeze. I don't want to put it over my face. Look at my filter. Can't press that. Excuse me. So any motherfucking way. Ain't nobody helping me, bitch. Insurance ain't gonna go nowhere. So anyway, they said that a verdict had came through. People are so fucking anxious to be first to do shit and to be the first one to, you know what I'm saying, like get something out that they felt like they wanted to spread that. Like, no, that's not what happened. Lunch is from 12 to 1:30. So they can't even deliberate during that time. So it wasn't even nothing for them to come back with because that was fucking eating. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, party coming out and saying that this blanket statement that didn't directly address the person, which is supposed to be his girlfriend that's going through this, it was more like a general statement. I thought that was stupid as fuck. If you can stand by your bitch, why you ain't stand by her when she had to stand up and gonna take a stand? It's a whole bunch of standing, but it's a whole bunch of standing. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It was too little, too late. I feel like
when she's speaking of party, she's talking about Baby Stallion's boyfriend.
But your bitch got up there and said you embarrassed her because of the shit that you finding out. Think it makes sense. Wouldn't you be the magnifying glass? Or am I slow? Bitch, we know the answer to that question.
I would be embarrassed.
Way. I thought that was stupid. I thought that was late. I thought that was, delayed. I didn't feel like that made sense. Moving along to the jury. We got up and up today. As I predicted, the arguments were done before lunch. So we got enough. Yeah, I took notes, but bitch, fuck all of that. I'm gonna just tell you straight because now we in crunch time. And if y'all really want me to just get into it, I can. But we prosecutor came in and the defense had the opportunity to continue with their argument. And so when they continued with their argument, they nailed it. The jury was captivated. They were sitting up. They were paying attention to what George was saying. I could see the way that they were responding to things and nodding their head at certain points and all of that shit. So I felt like that was very, very, very important. I was looking like, okay, they feeling it. Kathy Ty got up and did the rebuttal. Mr. Bott did the first closing statements. Okay, the only closing statements. Let me tell you what the issue was. People was falling asleep. People was acting like they were uninterested. And you can ask other sources, but bitch, I'm telling you exactly what it was. That my lipstick is agitating me. It's been on all day, so I gotta wipe it. So I just personally feel like the issue with Bot and Kathy Ty, they're not relatable. They're not relatable at all. Kathy's energy, because I don't know her personally, of course, Kathy's energy is very standoffish and very just unlikable. You ever just felt somebody's energy like, why she gotta stick up her ass? She just doesn't come off as a likable nor relatable person. And then you put Bot, who looked like Kim Barbie up there, and whenever he tries to give it a little oomph, it comes off as if he's trying too hard. And sometimes he can have a whiny ass tone, you know, where he complaining about shit and just the judge, like, it's just a real, he reminds you of that
bitch ass nigga, but he ain't no nigga.
They got a silver spoon, and I don't even know his background, but he reminds you of the privileged nigga at school that you just don't like. And so both of them together, getting up there trying to give statements, they did not identify with it. And George worked the jury. He walking from side to side. Let me tell you something that Kathy and Bot didn't do. They didn't ever humanize the jury. George spoke directly to them. I am sorry that you have to be here during your holiday. I'm sorry if I offended you in the midst of me standing up for my client. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for your time. Everybody loves acknowledgement. He acknowledged them. Going back and forth and making sure that he was engaging and shit. That's what the fuck he did. That Kathy was standing there. Kathy and her argument and her rebuttal, babe, trash. I didn't think it could get no worse than Alexander Bott's fucking testimony, his cross-examination, but it did. Like, it went downhill so quick. Bott got up there, and it just didn't resonate. And then when Kathy got up there, this woman gonna put up a fucking chart that Nancy went and redrew, and it got X's and shit. What the fuck sense do it make in a case where you trying to prove that Torey did something to put an X in anybody else's box for his? Wouldn't that be reasonable doubt right there? With your dumb ass. You really gonna make a chart and put all these X's on the list. And then you gonna put Kelsey and put one X because she had the gunshot residue. That's not a problem to you? Why would you do that? And then for her to sit up and say, if Megan lied about this stuff, she would be a sociopath. Why on earth would you say that out of your mouth when she has lied about shit? Now, this some shit that they feel like, you know, they be feeling like I be biased when I say some shit like that. Kathy Ty sat up there and said, if she lying about this and she made this up, like, she would be a sociopath. And said Kelsey must be a criminal mastermind and she finna sit up and do, you know, particular shit. And I'm just sitting up like, why the fuck would you say that out your mouth? Why would you say that? Why would you even put that in their head? Because she has lied. She has lied. And that's a fucking fact. So I wasn't interested in that. I just thought that was very stupid. After that, babe, they did the jury instructions. Everybody, you know, they did their rebuttal. I don't feel like Kathy hit it at all. George was calling out lawyers. He said, Megan lawyers right here and right here. Why they here? She ain't here. Like, what the hell going on? Like, called everybody out, bitch. It was a motherfucking mess. Outside of that, the jury went into deliberations like 11:20ish. So they had from like 11:20 to about noon. Then they came back at 1:30, and then they had to about 4. Because, bitch, I was placing phone calls, and I was like, brrr, and I was like, child, what happened? And they was like, well, the jury walking past me right now, they gonna go. And so they said, come back tomorrow. So I'm sitting up here like, bitch, y'all can get this done? So let me go ahead and get into what they asked, if anybody that wants to know. And y'all go follow the Healing Barber because she got these, updates. And so the first thing, no. Let me choose the hold on. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on, y'all. That's the second one. I want to make sure it's in chronological order. All right, and y'all go follow her because she had it. Okay, my house sticking up. Oh, that's the wall. Okay, so it says, "Good afternoon. Jurors in the case of People versus Daystar Peterson notified the court at 1:45 p.m. that they had a question. They requested the readback of Sean Kelly's full testimony from the prosecution and the defense." And it says, hold on, how do I turn these comments off? Damn, I can't be doing right now. It says parties have waived the appearance for the reporter to read back the testimony to the juror. And so they said the court reporter is currently reading it back. So they wanted the original, transcript. They wanted to know what he had said. And I thought that was really good because that meant that they weren't running with the last thing he said. The first thing he said was that Kelsey had the weapon. Even though he didn't see anything, Kelsey went back to the car, grabbed something, the flashes went off, and Torey was in the car when that shit even took place in the first place. So I was like, okay, good question. Now, the second question that they asked that made me feel like, okay, we're going in a particular direction was this. Good afternoon. It says at 3:50 p.m., the jurors in the case of People versus Daystar Peterson asked the court for a better definition of the word willfully and on purpose. The jurors agreed to wait until tomorrow for a written response from the court. So they left at 4 p.m. and they'll continue deliberating tomorrow at 9 a.m. Okay? And so how do y'all feel about that? If we're going to try to get clarification on purpose and willfully, what the fuck does that mean? That may indicate that they feel like that's not what the fuck it was. He didn't purposely, do this or do that. Time to go calm my damn hell. I'm gonna go flat on it actually. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. And so I feel like they are, going through these different things and taking their time and trying to really just reach a decision. And so that's that. The reason why I didn't sit up here and read, the shit to you is because bitch, fuck, at this point the shit about to be over with. The closing arguments was trash from the prosecution. Like, I really don't even want to embarrass them hoes no more. Because somebody need to lose their motherfucking job. Bitch, y'all ain't no damn... I could have got a nigga off the street to try to compel that goddamn jury more than what y'all did. Bitch, it was very much so giving poor. George ate their ass up. I ain't even gonna hold you. Y'all remember on The Gladiator? When he was like, "Oh, you not entertained?" Y'all remember Maximus? Y'all remember him? Baby George was giving Maximus. And guess who Bob was giving? The brother that was fucking his sister that was mad. Oh, y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? So my whole thing is, okay. So we're gonna see. This look, so we're gonna see. And so as soon as we get an update, and I'll let y'all know what's going on. As soon as we get an update, I'll let y'all know what's going on. Bitch, I'm finna go get me a motherfucking drink. That's what I'm finna do. Okay. So y'all want details, and at the end of the day, child. Then out of all of the boxes, the bitch gonna put gunshot residue. I would have never in my life made a motherfucking choice that had anybody else on it. Are you fucking slow? But look at her. I mean, girl, look how y'all been handling this case. So I'm not surprised. Bitches is slow in real life. They said it looked like a fourth grader made it. It looked like a desperate bitch made it. That's what it looked like. They think she's a sociopath. Yeah, they do. They saying you spreading misinformation. They said that Megan was telling the truth, didn't they? You think I give a fuck about what they said?
That's what they said.
Didn't they go on Gail and say she didn't fuck Torey?
That's what they said.
Didn't they say it wasn't no fight? Didn't Megan say she didn't put her hands on nobody?
That's what they said.
Didn't Megan say she had nerve damage, but the doctor said no?
Nah.
You think I give a fuck about what they said? You's a damn fool.
They said that the fragments gone.
So when we get the verdict, then bitch. The
fragments disappeared magically. That's what they said.
No. When I say Ken Barbie, Bot is a pretty man. He's a handsome man. Hey, pretty girl, Bree. Yeah, that nigga, he a handsome white boy. He looked like a Ken doll. But see, that don't work over here. Not with this shit. and you trying to prosecute a nigga, and you getting up here and you doing this. So why you think they taking extra time? Because I think that it's a couple of people that want to understand some shit more before they make a decision. And I think that they're asking good questions that are indicative of the direction that they may go. I would ascertain that they feel like, hey, I don't think that nigga did this shit on purpose, So that's just that. I'm gonna get a drink. That's what I'm gonna do. They said, who said dance, bitch?
There's a part 2, y'all. So stay tuned for the part 2. I'll play that too. They're about 30 minutes apiece.
He said, I've only followed the case by Milagro. If you can't pronounce Milagro, then just say Nino. Or just say
Milagro.
Damn, I fucked
that up. Milagro.
How was the weather in Houston? That's the question. I heard y'all was playing Bustin' Back in the Hallway. I wasn't there, so I wasn't privy to that. They only have tomorrow. So let's get into this. If they don't come back with a verdict tomorrow, then they go for the weekend. It's a holiday Monday. And then they will come back on Tuesday. So do you think that they really finna sit up here and extend this till next week? You's a damn fool.
Might get a verdict today, y'all.
They said, can you do a poll on your story? I'm not doing a poll on a motherfucking thing because I don't give a fuck about what these bitches think. I said what I said, and it is what it is. Number 1, 2, and 3. That's how I feel. And furthermore, I don't even want to see a motherfucking poll because somebody made a poll and said, who shot Megan? Them bitches gonna put Megan shot herself, Torey, me, or Tupac.
They didn't
Bitch,
put Kelsey.
when I got in it,
They didn't put
when
Kelsey.
the fuck did I get in it? What? And guess what?
Tupac.
They voted 5%, Torey did it, 5% I did it. I'm saying, ain't this about a bitch? The real question is, do y'all think that Kelsey gonna get some charges? Do y'all think that anybody is going to?
Y'all remember Wack said, goddamn, they're gonna handcuff goddamn Kelsey ass in the courthouse.
I don't know.
I don't believe that shit.
I don't know. I don't want nothing
They
to
might,
happen
though.
to Kelsey.
They might push the charge. They want to arrest him in the courthouse.
Because I just really feel like the two people put in a bad situation that night was Kelsey and Torey. I think that it's horrible that Megan ended up hurt. But there are things that y'all don't know. There are things that y'all just don't even fucking know. And I'm glad that Torey didn't get on the stand. But if he had, that I feel like the things that could have been divulged, like people be talking about sparing people and shit, like you still getting spared, like still.
Yeah, she
I'm
still
gonna say it
gets
now
spared.
because I ain't gonna say it. But
what y'all think? Y'all, I asked that
bitches is
question.
slow down. I tell you that.
This not over.
So I hate that she ended up getting hurt that night, and I think that that's unfortunate. But once again, sitting up and exploiting situations and exploiting issues in our community, I'm not for that. And I think that Kelsey was put in a precarious situation, and I think that Torey was too. And so it's just really unfortunate. So ain't nobody gonna make me turn on Kelsey or feel no way about Kelsey or nothing like that. No. I still like Kelsey. So as soon as the verdict come out, bitch, we're gonna talk about it and get into it. But until then, bitch, that's it. XOXO nigga girl, bitch, I am signing for tonight. Because they are questioning the case. Hold on. They are. But I feel like things are going into the right direction. Yeah. They want to make, I think so too. Somebody said they want to make the right decision, and I think that that's exactly what they want to do. And so get your clarity. Make sure that you can deal with it. Where the fuck is Carl? Carl's sitting up here talking about where she from. When I'm from where he from, it's a different street. Now let's talk about my accent. You pick up how you talk from the people around you. I don't know who the fuck I was around that gave me my twang. Because you can tell I'm from Houston, but I do say things, particular things, a little bit differently than other people. So they'll be like, you know, they talk like that. So I don't know who the fuck I was around, and then per my slur and all that shit. But yeah, okay. Shout out to Carl. You know, we've been vouching for Carl for a long ass time. We've been trying to get justice for Carl for a long ass time. Y'all been up. Because I done told y'all ass that, this I'm gonna read your notes. Y'all fuck them notes. We've been vouching for Carl, and I told y'all a long ass time ago that what we not gonna go for is anybody trying to play with him.
Carl is Meg's ex-manager, y'all. Carl is Meg's ex-manager.
Carl got his fat ass a motherfucking car to drive around in.
Not Carl, but
while T. Ferris was supposed to be helping him out with certain shit, he was living off that nigga. Okay? Everybody, my best friend, got people that, you know, fuck with Carl. And I'm not talking about in a sexual way. I'm talking about like that nigga look at, and he always had, you know, Carl, big money. That nigga played baseball. Okay? So long money. And so he always has been a person that's been described as looking out for people. So that's something that is carried through. You know what I'm saying? That ain't something that's ever changed. You know, if he care for you, you know, he look out for you. And so he brought T. Ferris big ass in the fold and gave him somewhere to stay and gave him a car to drive in. And they didn't set up and he didn't snatch Megan out from under his nose doing underhanded shit. And my whole thing is, if T. Ferris will do that to Carl, what the fuck you think he'll do to you? Y'all be sitting up here thinking that a nigga be disloyal to one, but he gonna honor you, bitch, you stupid. I'm looking at the way a nigga treat his bitch. I'm looking at the way a nigga treat his niggas. I'm looking at the way a nigga lives and his character. So yeah, okay. When it comes to Carl's contributions, otherwise, bitch, everybody that's in Houston, I'm not there right now, but everybody that's in Houston, bitch, I already know. He was taking the girl to the Galleria. He was buying all this shit to make her look like, you know what I'm saying, she was somebody who was making money and doing her thing. He was the one paying for the motherfucking Benz so that they could go around and do these motherfucking appearances. Don't ever try to fucking play with or disrespect Carl, because at the end of the day, bitches was rapping out their motherfucking driveway, well, not their driveway, because it's an apartment. Bitches was rapping in driveways out the side of their car. Carl helped to build bitches up and invested in bitches. So this whole idea that niggas is bullying and he don't deserve his money, no. So bitch, justice gonna be served, bitch, all around the motherfucking board. This is gonna happen. Get off my life. Let me tell you something. You say something that ain't aligning with what the fuck I said gonna happen, which is not guilty across the board, then bitch, get the fuck up off my life. Take your ass over there to Nancy Dillon page and go tell her about your damn concern. So bring your ass over here and you will speak positivity over that store, or bitch, your ass get locked up off of here.
But she's not gonna do stuff.
I don't want to hear nothing else. And Justin, don't ever sit up. If everybody listening right now, if your dick the size is Justin's, don't be sitting up there stroking your dick in the camera.
Oh, y'all,
like
a sex tape.
Dumbass fool. And let's get into it. Who the fuck y'all think had that video of Justin? Fondling his damn vile sack. You so damn dumb.
Oh yeah. Let me update y'all on that. So the guy Justin, who is the bodyguard, right? That's who she's talking about right now. The guy Justin, all of a sudden, a picture of him playing with himself has popped up on the internet. I don't know what the video is. I don't want to see it. I've heard that they talking about it though, particularly her and somebody else. So they're saying that it's a video that popped up of this man playing with himself, and that's her reaction to the video. And I think somebody just mentioned it to her in the comment. But that is a good question that she's asking. Where do you think that video popped up from all of a sudden? Just like old girl said, she wouldn't have said what Meg wanted to say. They all of a sudden the sex tape was gonna pop up of her, which it probably did. No telling. But goddamn, you know, all of a sudden now some sexual shit about this man pops up all of a sudden when he don't show up to testify in the favor. Or in the, you know, I don't know who might have did it here. It could have been done from either side. We'll leave that up for speculation. But that's what she's talking about right now. Bodyguard got a damn video out where he's funneling himself.
But this not right for them to put this shit out. Who y'all think had that video? Who y'all think he would have been comfortable enough to send that video to?
I told you he was smashing her too. He smashed her. Told you that bodyguard smashed. He thought it was cool to get her a video and her slimy ass. Salute, Arbird.
The writer for NBC News that did that write-up in Attack You also defended Amber Heard and spread misinformation for her, just so you know the type of person she is. You know what? Bitches be doing their job, and they gonna angle shit how they wanna angle it, and these hoes ain't even forming weapons, so they damn shit ain't gonna prosper against me. I don't give a fuck. Go write another article, bitch. I think I need 3 for verification. Bitch, go write something else, and I ain't gonna give a fuck about that either. I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes. Said sure, don't care. Next. Yeah, they need to wrap this shit up. Don't, guess what? They said the girls need to say sorry to you when the show. The hoe ain't gotta apologize to me about a motherfucking thing. Don't be sorry, hoe, be careful. Closing statements, what can you tell us? Exactly what I told you. But you know what? I'll come back later, because I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll come back later and read my notes, and we'll go over what was said. How about that? Since you want to know, like, literally what they said. But I ain't even gonna hold you. I only wrote down a couple of things that the prosecution said. That shit was so trash, bitch. I closed up my notebook and put it up, swear to God. The only time I pulled it out for prosecution was when that bitch said, Megan must be a sociopath if she came up with this. I said, why the fuck would she say this dumb ass shit? Bitch, I had to write that quote down. I wrote down everything George said, because bitch, I ain't fall asleep during it. And it was so uncompelling, bitch. I just ain't give a fuck. I ain't give a fuck. What do I think of them leaking Justice News? What was the point? I don't know who leaked it. So the thing, I don't know. But I think that it's a damn shame. I think that's trash as fuck that was done. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else I do not fucking like. I do not like that people are playing with EJ. I do not like this shit. EJ was the most credible and the most level-headed, honest and genuine person that got up on the fucking stand. Let's be very clear. Y'all mad because his truth don't align with your narrative. That's why you mad. So I don't appreciate him being attacked for telling the truth. His truth. Because then he got up there and said what y'all wanted him to say. Y'all wouldn't have had a problem. And y'all having a problem with Justin for what he said. I'm sorry, EJ. Y'all mad at Justin because he ain't show up. But y'all being mad at EJ for what he said because y'all didn't like what he said is proof that y'all don't want the truth. You just want niggas to say what you want. Everybody has told you that Justin, I keep saying, Justin, you talking about me? The fuck? Everybody said that EJ did a great job. And then that, shit, yeah, he did what needed to be done. So I just personally feel like, man, y'all got EJ fucked up. I appreciated him for being honest. I appreciated him for coming through with his energy. He did not want to be there, but he still, answered the questions. And I believe him. And he really could have took it there. I know he could have. EJ, in my opinion, was sparing bitches. EJ could have said a lot of shit. And he did. He kept it cute. He answered the question. And that was it. So that was it. Do y'all know what Alex Spiro's background is? Y'all know that his job used to be to spin stories for NBA players. So all he does is come out and tell you what the fuck he wants you to hear. So who gives a fuck about what Alex Spiro said? You talking about the one that went there? You talking about him? weird. She ain't never look at me. Well, maybe that's why she was looking at you weird. She ain't look at me. When Megan came, and it's not a beat thing either. Megan came in the courtroom and almost fell. She was so damn nervous. I don't think they helped her walk straight. She kind of had her head down. And then she went up there, she took her oath, and she went up there and did her shit. She wasn't making eye contact with nobody. And then when she left, she didn't make no eye contact. So it just is what it is. That bitch about as big as a Statue of Liberty, bitch.
Yeah, damn.
I bet Torey climbed that hoe like Pete Kong. Bitch. That shit wild. I done seen some big bitches in my lifetime, but that bitch take the cake. That hoe look like she should have been fighting for Wakanda. That hoe look like she could have beat that nigga that was a mermaid.
Hell nah, not fighting for Wakanda.
She probably didn't even need the damn suit. I don't know. This was an embarrassment for the damn prosecution. And let me tell you something that George said that I loved. I love this question. It be so like when I'm doing or paying attention to like criminal shit, I be like, that. George asked a question 3 times a charge. He said, if they had ever even attempted to get Kelsey's DNA, would we be here? He asked that question 3 times. Would we be here if they had attempted to get her DNA? The truth of the matter is we wouldn't. Because if they had gotten her DNA and they, passed that information along and you had different people that it could have been, that's not something that would have been pursued. And I think that that's exactly why they didn't do it. They made Torey guilty from the very beginning. The LAPD decided that Torey was guilty. Kelsey said 5 hours after the incident that Rock Nation, Megan's team, was already all over this. Y'all had already decided how y'all wanted to handle this situation. And from the very beginning, it was botched. And y'all did not follow through. Y'all ought to be ashamed of y'all motherfucking selves. LAPD, y'all ought to be ashamed of your fucking self. To sit up there and to not record your interview with Megan, this is your primary witness and your victim. And the lead detective got on the phone call with her and did an interview. And you didn't record it. And then Kelsey needs immunity. But y'all don't grant her full immunity. I'll go over my notes later. I'm about to go. Okay? Shout out to Kelsey. Shout out to Torey. Sorry about Megan's foot. And that's just that, people. Ciao. XOXO.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna play part 2 for you. Y'all hold on tight right there. I'm gonna play part 2 so y'all don't go nowhere.
Yo, this is to the streets. Y'all know what time it is.
What you can't have, they just mad, they can't have.
All right, y'all. Part 2. Here we go. Salute, Brittany Smith. No Corey. Salute.
So I told y'all that I was gonna come up with y'all later, but I lied. They said let the bed down. No, bitch. Don't motherfucker me to do that. I lied because I started thinking about what I was gonna do tonight, and I said, you know what? So I said, let me do it right now. Going into all that. So ahead of time, I did not take notes of all the candy tie shit because I thought it was trash. I didn't think that that's into anything else to the prosecution after they had wasted so much time. Okay. I took notes on, what I felt bills to take notes on. I felt like this shit's what I was engaged in. Milagro. Can you pronounce your name for me? It's a Spanish name. It's originally Hebrew. It means one who is like God. And in Spanish it means. So anyway, we came in at 10:05. And so the defense still had the time to give their closing arguments because they didn't, talk about it the day before. And so George jumped right back into it. And he said, Occam's razor. He said, I told y'all yesterday about Occam's razor. And he said, that's all fine and dandy. He said, but he set up there for an hour and 15 minutes. And he played quotes from Megan about how she felt. He said he ain't focused on the case at all. He ain't talk about the fight. He ain't talk about the shooting. He ain't talk about the location of the people. He said, do we trust Sean Kelly or Megan? They said, did he address Sean Kelly? They said the person who called the police 10 minutes later said that the women were fighting. He said, you guys are left to speculate. And he put Sean Kelly on his bucket list, but he didn't even mention Sean Kelly in his opening statement. But now he want to sit up and he want to use Sean Kelly's name. He said, was Megan truthful about leaving the first time? Was she truthful about what the argument was about? And everything else? No. He said, why would Megan lie? He said Sean Kelly told the same story until he spoke to the prosecution. He said on day 4, Sean said that he saw 2 girls fighting and the girl shot first. He said the muzzle flash went off by the women, according to Sean Kelly. That's what he said all the way up until he had to talk to, the prosecution. They said Kelsey ain't here on trial, so y'all want to blame my motherfucking client. Really? He said Megan fell on the goddamn floor after they was arguing after these shots went off. So then he had highlighted the fragment location. And where all of the fragments with an S before bullet fragments were found, which were in the driveway at the man house. He said, listen to the sequence of events. The shots go pop, 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 pause, pop, pop. He said, why did Kelsey go to the car, according to Sean Kelly? He said Sean Kelly didn't adopt the damn story about Torey flinging his arms around crazy, flailing his arms around the damn gun that he didn't see. He just saw something, coming from his hand. They said he adopted that shit after about letting him to talk about it. Let me tell you something. Every time George was making a good point, the prosecution, objection, okay? If you actually read the paperwork, because I think when you object too much, it speaks to an insecurity. Or you're trying to hide something because you don't want people to hear shit. George, set up and he said Sean Kelly adopted the Torey story after Bob led him to talk about it. If y'all go and read the fucking transcripts, you will see that he absolutely was led to say what he said. Hands down. If George had said objection, that's something that I feel like if it would have been in all fairness, it would have been sustained. And that's not something that they would have been able to use because he absolutely led him to that. But that was in his line of questioning from back in the gap. it's not a court of law where you get to say objection. But if you actually read the statements, then you'll see that he led him to that. At no point in time did Sean Kelly say that Torey had done anything like all the months, all the times that he had talked to everybody but the prosecution. He said, in Bot's opening statement, he said Megan walked to the back of the court. Get into this. The damn prosecution, the ones that's supposed to be standing up for Megan Stallion because she ain't pressed herself, they answers got up there and said in their opening statements that Megan was walking towards the back of the court. Now, how dumb y'all look to have y'all own witness sit up there and say she was walking towards the front? So, a damn fool. He said, Bot talked for 15 minutes about Kelsey's testimony when Kelsey said that she lied. What the fuck we spending time on that for? He said, why didn't they give Kelsey transactional immunity? If they felt like Kelsey hadn't did nothing and there wasn't nothing to it, why not just give her a blanket immunity, which meant that she could have got up there and said that, bitch, I got bombs over Baghdad, and they wouldn't have been able to do nothing, but y'all didn't. They said they played an emotional video of Kelsey crying. He said Kelsey was crying because she did. He said Kelsey over there asking Megan how she doing and if she okay because she wanted this shit. He said, why they don't talk no more? They said that the prosecution explained that. He said when Megan got out of the hospital, she went to New York, and Kelsey didn't even know where she was, while Kelsey was sitting up waiting outside and didn't have nowhere to live. Now, ain't that a fucking fact? Does that make sense to you? Everything's supposed to be about, oh, this is what happened. So, and Kelsey said herself, Megan didn't know I went and linked with Torey to go get my shit. So she couldn't have been mad at me about that. So explain to us why the fuck y'all left her for dead. You ain't no better than Erica. Y'all remember when she left Scrappy for dead? When he had that damn asthma attack? Bitch, Kelsey was having an asthma attack. She deserves so much better. So they said, why in the hell are Megan's lawyers here? He pointed to the bitch sitting behind the prosecution and the hoes on the back row. They objected and it was sustained, but not before he called their ass out. And everybody looked at them like, let's talk about it. What the hell are you here for? He said, this ain't got nothing to do with them. Child, y'all trying to intimidate people? What y'all got going on? They said, they sitting up there, George said, they up here pushing this black man shot a black woman narrative. They said, but why you ain't talk to your friend? A black man shot a black woman. Okay. Well, why the two black people didn't stand together, the two women? What the hell is up with that? So I looked over at Bot after he had pointed out the attorneys and he was like just on the road. I could see that nigga. You know how it be sexy, how a nigga clench his jaw? And you can see that shit like pulsing in his jaw. Bitch, Bot was over there clenching the fuck out of his teeth. I know damn well he chipped about two of them hoes back. So he don't have no wisdom tooth or that last tooth at the back of his mouth. He was clenching his jaw so motherfucking hard. I wrote it down. I said, look at Bot, he hot. And I underlined it 2 times. And I showed it to the person next to me. And they said, who was that? And I said, that's the white man. That's what I said. When I put this on the NFT, I'll show you. All my notebooks going on the NFT. Sure. So he said, this was a case of jumping to conclusions. He said they did gunshot residue. And they got gunshot residue kits. And they got the results from that. He said, but they only DNA tested Torey. He said, why in the hell did they do that? They said, why didn't they call Stogner and Kelly to the stand? For anybody that doesn't know, the defense called Stogner to the stand, and the defense called Kelly to the stand. If you have an independent witness that saw everything that's supposed to be unbiased, why wouldn't you call them to the stand? The burden of proof is on you. You're supposed to prove the case. Why wouldn't you bring him up? Because you knew that his ass had said that Kelsey had to come first. You didn't want to talk to him on the stand. Why y'all didn't call Stogner up there? Because Megan told him, and she acknowledged the fight. And no, not a fight. She acknowledged in the December 2021 transcripts that, yeah, she did say that I had backdoored her. She acknowledged the fight in terms of a verbal argument, not physical. Let's just make that distinction better clear up. So why in the fuck did y'all only test Torey for DNA? He said, why didn't they call Stogner or Kelly to the stand? He said, why didn't anyone record Megan's interview? Y'all want to know something? Bitch, Stogner got on the phone and did an interview with Megan and had Desiree Perez and her attorney and people on the phone, and they did not record it. Now, this is your eyewitness and the victim. And you not recording every interaction that you have with her? Really? That's interesting. He said, I had to call Sean Kelly to the stand. He said, said, why didn't they call Quan to the stand? They want the truth. They're on the quest for the truth. Why the hell didn't they call him? He said that is reasonable doubt. He said the gunshot residue. He said we already know why Torey had gunshot residue on him. He said because he went over there to try to stop Kelsey from shooting at that bitch some more. He said, but why did Kelsey have gunshot residue on her? He said the defense ain't explained yet why she had gunshot residue on her hands. And if everybody was struggling over the gun, why Jaquan had 0 and Megan didn't have none. Megan nor Jaquan had gunshot residue on them per what the fuck was said today. So only Tory and Kelsey had it. And we heard the gun go pop, 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 pause, pop, pop. And we don't want to acknowledge the struggle and the idea that he got it on his hands because he was trying to stop her ass. We're not going to acknowledge that Sean Kelly said he saw them fighting. The girl went to the car, got something. It was some pops and niggas jumped out the car. Child, please. They said, did they ever ask what Kelsey was when all this shit was going on when she was on the stand? No. They said no DNA on this gun, but they want to attack accreditation. They was coming real hard at the expert that was court appointed that the defense brought up. But he was like, babe, no accreditation. He said if you pick up a gun and you fire the gun 5 times, that's it's reasonable that the DNA will be there. He said Torey jumped in the front, and he couldn't see the gun. They said no DNA, reasonable doubt. He said whoever said that the gun was in the console, because they set up and said that the gun was Horns and it was in the center console. Who the fuck proved that? Sean, please. He said Megan never said that he threatened to shoot Kelsey. There was testimony from Kelsey in September. That's just what I like about that. There was testimony from Kelsey in September that Torey said that, bitch, I'll shoot you. And he motioned towards the console, but he ain't never grabbed nothing. Why wouldn't Megan say that if that's what she heard in the car? Because that would be something that would be damning to him. So where the fuck did that come from? And wouldn't that have made it more likely that, oh, okay, well, if he said he was going to shoot her and then he pulled out a gun, like, so why wouldn't you say that? This bitch, it don't exist. They said, you cannot put the gun in my client's hands. He said, we'll never know whose DNA was on it, and they want you to put him away for 22 years behind that shit? 22 motherfucking years? When you don't even know what the hell happened? He said, if Kelsey's DNA was there, would we be here? That's what he asked the courts. If Kelsey's DNA was there, would we be here? If Johnny had 3 motherfucking apples and a bitch took 2, how many apples Johnny got left? That was the question of the day. He said that's reasonable doubt. He said they over here talking about a damn pool when, baby, a half hour passed. He said Torey went to the bus stop. They stopped another time. Then it was a fight. Then he shot the gun. Ain't no DNA on the damn gun. He said they ain't proved the motherfucking thing. He said it ain't no DNA on that magazine because that's not Torey fucking gun. He said they trying to botch the investigation and blame it on my client. Not on my motherfucking watch. He said EJ was our witness, by the way. He said, why in the fuck didn't they call EJ to the stand? Why didn't the prosecution, idiot? Why didn't the prosecution call EJ? Y'all didn't want to hear nothing from people y'all ain't have y'all under y'all thumb. Y'all didn't know what the fuck the people was gonna say. So y'all didn't want to talk to Stalker because you knew what he had been told. Y'all didn't want to talk to Sean Kelly because you knew what the fuck he had said. And your ass didn't want to bring EJ up there because you didn't know what the fuck he was going to do. But we do know EJ no longer works with Megan. We know Kelsey no longer works with Megan. Bitch, we know a lot of people that was around ain't over there no more. And motherfuckers call themselves coming for EJ and trying to say something to him. Bitch, you wasn't even there. So I'm confused as to why the fuck you even talking. Hold on, let me block you, bitch. Look at you, Mr. Blessing. So, he said EJ was our witness. And he said that when we don't have a security guard, we protect ourselves. He said EJ saw something that looked like a gun in her bag before and quite possibly saw something that looked like a gun that night. He said he didn't pack her bag, Kelsey's bag. He said Kelsey went to the car and her bag was a bag that was open. She got that gun. He said, EJ said that he didn't even like my client at first, but he does now, and he felt safe even making with him. He said, let's talk about this damn probation. He said they tried this shit He said Tory went on no probation and Tory didn't rob nobody. He said they set up and attacked Tory and set up here the whole goddamn time and told you we're making deals like this and that. Well, I didn't know that the bitch was missing crabs. Do you want to know if I can feel it? Bitch, this is not Nickelodeon and SpongeBob is not about to flip a goddamn Krabby Patty. Bitch, ain't nobody asking you how the hell she felt. We asking you about these motherfucking facts. There's a lot of people feeling a lot of ways. What? So then, he said EJ backed up our claims. He said Megan did not want to leave. They said she had EJ move her shit, and it wasn't no evidence and no guns. He's showing you Instagram posts that ain't even fucking verified. He said we feel bad that Megan got shot, but that don't mean Tory did. Okay. He went over the gun charge. He said my client, and recall the jury did ask for clarification on this other year when they were doing deliberations. He said my client did willfully use the gun. He said, in terms of shooting a firearm in a negligent manner, he said there ain't no damn evidence that my client shot a motherfucking thing. He said the only proof is that Kelsey did from what Sean Kelsey did. He said carrying a firearm in a vehicle, they say it was corn gun, but it ain't got no damn DNA on it. They say EJ said that he saw something like a gun, and Kelsey coincidentally got something about the car. He said, keep my challenges in mind. These were his challenges for the rebuttal for the prosecution. Why the fuck did Kelsey want immunity? Why all them changed statements? And why they couldn't prove or present the burden of proof, in a manner that was sufficient for the situation. He said, it's the DNA, the testimony, and the immunity. He said all of that shit. And that's how you gotta look at it. And he was done. He said, thank you for your time. They said, how did Tory have underwear on and no shirt and this gunshot residue on him? So, Kathy Ty, I only wrote one thing that bitch said, and I'm gonna show you one thing. She wasn't resonating with me, bitch. I wanted to take a nap. The jurors was falling asleep. I wasn't feeling nothing that she said. But Kathy Ty said, and this is what I quoted, Megan has to be a sociopath to lie on Tory as a PR move. I would have never said that. Because she did lie. She did lie. And that was a PR move. You don't want to tell people that you was even having sex with him or that you got into it with Kelsey. That was a PR move. So if you're going to introduce the idea that if she were to lie on him, and that would make her a fucking sociopath, well, babe, then I guess you think she's a sociopath too then. I guess you think that she's a sociopath as well. Because she did lie to protect her image. And that was a PR. So you think the bitch retarded? So, let me show you what she put up. And I'm to my kid. Everybody take a look. Nancy Dillon did a recreation of a part that was missing. And these were supposed to be all the reasons why Torey was guilty. Kathy talking about, I'm a visual learner. This is how straightforward the evidence in this case is. We really only have 3 suspects. They take Megan completely out. They put Jaquan, Kelsey, and Torey. Do you see that it says GSR? And you see how they got an X in Kelsey box and an X in Torey box? What is reasonable, dog? Why would your big blockhead Roblox builders sit up there and put anything up there that was an X in that damn box for anybody that wasn't in? You trying to prove a case and you gonna put an X in that bitch box? Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? It doesn't make sense to you. Why are Megan Kuhner's tweets coming off like the jury doesn't like Tory's lawyer? I'm going to tell y'all about Megan Kuhner in an incident to give you some perspective on how I feel. And maybe even for this bitch or people that are not, you know what I'm saying, white. the whole time that we've been going through this, there are particular outlets that have gotten, treated differently. And I feel like treated with more respect, And everything was fine and dandy and didn't nobody have no complaints until a black man took over, a black bailiff. This black bailiff came through and got some order in that motherfucking highway. And he made sure that everything was set up. So a lot of us ended up sitting in front of, certain people that were affiliated with certain outlets. And, we were being treated the same. From the moment that black man asserted himself as a leader, she had a problem. She took her stupid ass on Instagram and bitch sat up there and said, the bailiff talked to us like we were kindergartners, and he basically congratulated himself, for getting everything together. No, that man didn't. No, he didn't. So to sit up and imply that the jury wasn't feeling George is straight pure deep bullshit. They was hanging on to George every fucking word. But you ain't gonna say nothing about Kathy Top in the way that they responded to her and Biden. Really? You're not gonna. You set up that TMZ want to report on Torey falling asleep. Do you wonder why he fell asleep? Did they tell you why he fell asleep? Because the shit was boring. Now he wasn't the only one. It was 2 or 3 bitches in the jury that fell asleep. Bitch, I was falling asleep. That's how boring the prosecution's closing arguments were. Literally. So now anyway, they said EJ tried it with his press release at the court. No, he didn't try to do a damn thing. He did that because, bitch, I kept him for 40 days and 40 fucking nights. The earth was remade by the time I got done laughing at that shit. No, that shit was hilarious. And he didn't mock nobody. That was his experience. And he can do with it what he pleases, bitch. So that's what the fuck I'm trying to understand why the hell y'all got a problem. You hoes so goddamn sincere. And don't nobody give a fuck. If it's funny, I'm allowed. You don't get to tell me how I handled it. EJ had to go through this shit. EJ the one. But now EJ can't sit up and do with his truth what the fuck he want. Bitch, you ain't got no jurisdiction over how that man move. And that's y'all problem, thinking that y'all running something. Don't nobody give a fuck about how y'all feel. You don't want to laugh at it, bitch, disengage. Get the fuck up off this page. So anyway, Justin don't work for Megan no more either. What happened with that? Okay. So this was the stupid ass presentation that got posted. And Kathy, you need to be fired, ma'am. I don't know. Who in the fuck ever told you that you was doing a good job? I don't know how your cases have been in the past, but this wasn't for you, love. Did you know that? This wasn't for you, love. I'm looking over my notes, y'all. Yeah. Well, people, that's what happened. So they told the jury their instructions, and then they went ahead and had up their business. Party's comments that he made was stupid to me. I thought that they were very fucking dumb. A day late in a dollar shop. I feel like that's your bitch. You're supposed to ride for your bitch to show up. Megan said the nigga was embarrassed. If a nigga standing behind you, what the fuck you embarrassed? Like what? Okay. Because he's sitting up there talking about women shouldn't be ridiculed, or people shouldn't be worried about certain shit. And this is what's gonna happen to you. Where is the fucking accountability? They sitting up here comparing Meghan Pete to Meghan Markle. Are you hoes on dope, bitch? Prince Harry had a mother named Princess Diana. Y'all know damn well they killed that fucking woman. Y'all know that what Meghan Markle went through with the UK and with the royal family and them leaving, damn near escaping to come up here to America ain't no way, no how similar to what the fuck can happen to this fine ass tree. You know that shit. Do you understand that 2 things can be true? That you can feel bad that Meghan got hurt, but hold her accountable for playing in your fucking face. Did you know that? Did you know that you can hate that, she ended up in a situation where she was in any type of pain physically, but that you can also comment on the fact that, but bitch, you didn't tell us the truth. Megan wanted all of us to rally around her and chastise anybody who didn't, along with all these other bitches. When she ain't even keep it a bean, bitch. You want to tell me pieces of the truth, but you want me to fully stand behind you? It don't work like that. It don't work like that. And y'all want to sit up here and resort to this rhetoric that, well, she still got shot. She said that nigga did it. And she said that she saw it. That's what we do. The case wasn't about them making me shot. It was about who shot. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Y'all really finna play fucking dumb? Don't nobody give a fuck about who she was fucking. Nobody cares. The only reason why it was relevant, and they did bring up the baby and Ben Simmons' name today, is the other people that she fucked behind Kelsey. Sure did. The only reason why it was relevant is because it was the foundation for the issue that they had. Kelsey, thank you. And that establishes a motive. That's why it was important. So y'all really finna sit y'all stupid ass up and act like you don't understand why it was important to bring her, sexual history up in that regard. Didn't nobody go back to anything outside of that. Didn't nobody sit up there and do no damn rundown. So stop being fucking dense. And stop acting like, people really give a fuck about who she was fucking. No one cares. It is what it is. Get your pussy on. If that's what the fuck you want to do. So y'all just be acting real stupid because y'all ain't got nothing left. Okay? Y'all have nothing left and y'all want to play. So, then why did she want immunity? So, the prosecution didn't answer none of George's challenges. And I'm not saying his last name because I don't even know how to pronounce it. That's why I'm calling him George. Okay? George got on a Cartier motherfucking iced out ass wedding band. Okay? George is a classy nigga. Very classy. I'm fucking with George. Okay? Baby George not playing. Somebody said, how do you feel about what Jonathan said? I don't feel no ways about what Jonathan said. You talking about, what he said? Some shit like he'll fight somebody. Did he threaten violence? Some shit like that? Okay. And anyway, like, y'all just so fucking dense and over it. I'm over it. Y'all are ridiculous. That's how I feel. Everybody want to get on social media, bitch, and throw that motherfucking and go wish you well for this bitch. Go put it in the corn machine, bitch, go get a hamburger. He ate that closing statement up like it was his first meal, bitch. Was there a rebuttal for the prosecutor? Yeah. You just ain't mean the motherfucking thing. You ever heard a bitch talk but she ain't say nothing? That's it. It was like, womp, 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 she gave me what up. Bitch, I say, damn. I looked up. I thought it was it. Womp, 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 womp. So, that wasn't talking about shit. And I felt like she knew it. So I'm almost done. But what about this? These nuts, bitch. Shut your ass up. I'll the fuck up on my face. Shit. Do you believe that Torey's old label has an issue with going independent and that's why the situation got in her hand? I'm gonna be honest with you. And we speculating at this point. But I don't think it's a coincidence that Torey went to the Rock Nation brunch and he was put in a situation to where, certain people were in his line of vision. I don't think that it was a coincidence that at first Megan tried to put Kelsey on the nigga and then she got on the nigga. It's like with that R. Kelly shit. Like where people don't know a nigga and they'll exploit it. Some shit like that. Y'all know Torey was a big bitch with a big ass. Go look at Torey's track record. What them hoes look like. So, child, she done came over here shaking her butt. Pop my butt, pop my butt. She done came over here shaking her butt in all kind of different directions. Y'all know damn well that was some kryptonite for that. You knew it was something. all that goddamn trauma bonding and shit that they had them over there doing. Baby Torey probably sitting over there really pouring his heart out. While she's sitting up here, bitch, just fluffing and telling him a whole bunch of shit. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. No more. What the fuck? Baby, was y'all in love or was he in love? What the hell was really going on? I feel like maybe he was more genuine than what she was. I feel like bitches was trying to play with a nigga. See, y'all been trying to paint Torey out to be a person. But he's really not. And sometimes, people are, use that against you. And now they'll take advantage of this shit. Now they'll see how you treat people, how you do people. They'll come slide in and they know that you got a soft spot. So, I feel like that's what happened. They said Nancy Dillon looked like she smells. No, she don't. Nancy Dillon don't look like she stinks. I just think that Nancy Dillon and a lot of other people have best interests in this company. I don't think she look like she stinks. Now that other one, let's see her pants hanging about down to her damn ankle. She looks like she got on a full fucking tight. And that would be the baby I would dance on because I would change that shit. I don't know what the hell. It's somebody up there who breathed some motherfucking bad bitch.
Yeah, damn.
Will come to the courtroom with their breath smelling like this.
Look.
I have been subject to so many things.
Salute David Johnson.
Constitution while I've been attending. The people that I have had to be around.
My biggest apologies, y'all. My bad. My phone went dead. It was at the end of the video anyway. Y'all did not miss anything. I mean, literally, it was at the end of the video. And I was just putting my phone in on the charger. I came back to the van to check on it. And that joker died the minute I put the fucking pork into it. Ain't that some shit? But salute to everybody that pulled up. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I got work to do. I hope y'all go be productive today. Everybody be blessed. Stay safe. Stay off the drugs. Stay away from crazy bitches. You know what I mean? Enjoy your holiday. Stay your ass free. I'll see y'all a little later. I'm taking a vacation next week, so I have a little bit more free time. So y'all know I'm gonna keep my ears to the street. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. If you want to donate to the channel, it's up there. Hit it up. Don't be scared. I ain't gonna be mad at you. Salute One True Emperor. Salute David Johnson, Carl Belton, Jimmy McFly, Big Reed, Drew Martin, Chocolate Candy Lady, Knowledge Power, Miss Soul, Miss J, Inner Energy, Spread the Word, Love Lace, Kwame Brown, Sister T, just everybody that rock with me on an everyday basis. Y'all know who y'all is. Who else we had in here? Brittany Smith, R. Bird, KY Carr, Iceberg Thoughts. Salute to my guy, Iceberg Thoughts. Trish, salute to you. Jay Lee, Sexy Trapper TV, salute to you. Dr. D, salute to you. Devon J, salute to you. Teddy Graham, salute. Y'all all have a good day. Week made 912. I'm out here.